Frustration and even a loss of confidence. The Thurston County Sheriff is facing questions after he hired a Tacoma police officer accused of a crime and then acquitted following the death of Manny Ellis. Christopher Burbank made the jump to the county next door after being cleared of any wrongdoing.
He was sworn in April 1st. It took just 48 hours, though, for him to resign, citing death threats to his family for taking the position. Well, Sheriff Sanders held a public forum to speak with the public after that negative reaction, and Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman was there. So, Allie, what did you hear at the meeting?
Tensions were high as the conversation brought up raw and pent-up feelings. Manny Ellis' death is something the community says they will never forget. Some went as far as calling for Sheriff Sanders to resign. Others are asking him to be more transparent about who is going to be policing their neighborhoods.
Your decision to hire Christopher Burbank without any prior thought is a disgusting thing.
Resident after resident.
Acquittal and guilt are not mutually exclusive. One can be acquitted and still be guilty.
Questioning Thurston County Sheriff Derek Sanders' hiring of Christopher Burbank. He's one of 3 former Tacoma officers who was charged in the death of Manuel Manny Ellis in 2020. In December, the 3 were cleared of any wrongdoing. Then, on April 1st, Burbank was sworn in Thurston County, sparking outrage within his community.
There are people in this room who will never vote for you again.
It doesn't hurt my feelings that people may not want to vote for me. I recognize, however, that I do need to slow down and take into a greater account all of the impacts for our decisions.
Just 48 hours after this picture was taken, Burbank resigned. His attorney saying he was receiving threats and likely won't ever work in law enforcement again. Sheriff Sanders issued this statement saying he was wrong. While some believe this was a breach of trust, others applaud the way Sheriff Sanders has handled the situation.
And it takes a lot of strength to also say I'm not perfect and I screwed up and to face people.
One thing this incident has done for me is to really point out the severity of the shortage of personnel in the sheriff's office, that I knew there were issues, but I had no idea it was as critical as it is.
As dire as the need for officers may be, the hire is inexcusable for Manny Ellis' sister, Monet Carter Mixon, who was front and center addressing Sanders.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't tell those officers to kill my brother. I didn't tell them to stand around a circle and watch him suffocate on his own blood.
Carter Mixon moved to Thurston County for safety reasons after the death of her brother. Sanders says he did not know prior to hiring Burbank. However, she claims Burbank knew, as it was brought up in the months-long trial.
If Burbank remembered my husband and decided that he was going to just say, you know, I could get away with it here. They hired me. No one did anything about it. I don't want someone like that patrolling my neighborhood that I do pay taxes in.
Burbank's resignation was made immediate on April 3rd. Sheriff Sanders says going forward, he's going to slow down and think about how his actions can and will impact the community, as well as promising to consult outside of his inner circle. In Thurston County, Alejandro Guzman, Fox 13 News.